best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, they say success is the best revenge.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Up the middle they go. Eubanks. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 59 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 2nd down now, Eubanks. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Commanders making their way out. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, the silver lining from last week, He played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point forthcoming. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
On 2nd down, Eubanks. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Wilson's got it complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
3.5 to go, first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. This to McLaurin out on the left side. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Lawrence. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here come the Bills. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Eubanks, and he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On second down now, Eubanks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On play action, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, Eubanks stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Singletary, they'll run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Brewer. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chase Young showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd and 1, Lawrence out of his hands quick to Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Robinson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Eubanks. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Allen again. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 2. Second down and a run by Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Back to throw. Lawrence. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Lawrence, catch made, it's Moreau. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, Lawrence working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Garrett Wilson from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To the air. Allen. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brewer. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Eubanks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen's throw is complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Lawrence to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Eubanks, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Brewer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Allen. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barnett. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
One final try here for Allen. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now Allen on first down. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down. Now Allen, gotta have this one. He finds his man complete. It's Brewer. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, he finds his man complete. It's Hall. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He finds his man complete. That's Garrett. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. They start on the ground with Robinson here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. 'Cause a starving stomach like being